Hello, folks. Welcome. And what's up? uh, no. Um, what is change? Change is an adaptation or to overcome your surroundings, or maybe even change your appearance or the way you think or act. Why would you want to change? Well, maybe your environment isn't so good. Or your environment is good in its structural stability in many forms, or maybe one form only, and the other ones are just as crazy. Either way, we're human beings, and shit happens. Sometimes you're the shit, sometimes you're the hole it comes out of. So, change. I'd like to say I think, but I want to say I know. Because this is what I know. If I said I think, you know. But from what I know, why would you want to change? To say that every person has a unique start and are born with hands given to them, or aren't as well, whatchamacallited, aren't dealt a great hand in life, that being many things. I want to bite it and just hold it while I'm doing this, but I'm plugging in the iPad so the shit don't die on me. Change is when you are in a survival state. It could be when you're in a survival state. For example, your house may not be stable. Someone's house may not be stable in the functions of emotional stability, some sort of physical stability. It's like just the laziest place you've been, or the household keeps you minimalized to your movements, too much comfort, or what's another thing? The keyword, the filler, um, the uh, like an intimacy between your guardians or parents. Shit. And that hurts, and it either could take a long time for people to realize they need a change in their life. Because if you don't change, you'll rely on substances or a form of some sort of feeling of euphoria from something, whether it be substances or doing something that isn't positive to your community or yourself, like stealing or uh, crimes in general, crimes against humanity. Could be as harming women, men, children, and making other people's lives worse and have more fear. That's what unstable, not only housings, but neighborhoods or places can. And that's the thing that kind of formulates this whole idea of change, is realizing where you're at in your life. What do you lack? What do you think you do too much of that isn't beneficial to yourself? I know that change can be very good, but also very bad. Wow. I could add this screen like regular instead of this wide, like 0.5, but I chose it because I thought it was cool, but I'm not doing too much. That's alright. I know that change can be good though. Why would you want to change? I think I already went over that. I know that I already went over that. I can feel it. Change is good, But you have to acknowledge change and that there is change. Our human lives are pretty short compared to the lifespans of planets, trees, other forms of consciousness that we aren't aware of until we are aware of it. But that change is pretty insane. The change being how your surroundings change. May not notice it, some things go missing, some things are added and piled on, and it becomes unhealthy. This consumption, overconsumption of material attachment and emotional attachment to the materials. Mainly that. Change. But the change that you can make is to your surroundings, and that will change how you think. But be aware of your change, of your surroundings change. That is an opportunity to change. I'm using a lot. Use that word a lot. That's okay. You can and have to change no matter what. You're gonna grow old, hopefully, if you're immortal. Fuck. That's sad. Get well soon. If you're not, get fuck, we're here. Acknowledge that moment. Your moment and your presence of others' presences. Their energies. What they emit. The light. It's very beautiful. Be not afraid. For change is good. The more you fear it, I know, is the more you fear death. You fear the will to live. You fear a lot. And I found a video that's interesting to say about these negative feelings. On Instagram, this one guy, I don't remember his name, but I see him here and there, and I'm like, he's back, our savior. Savior complex is crazy, by the way. You can be your own savior. No one controls your life but you. But anyways, he goes over the fact that everything is love. That depression is a love for life. It's such a great love that you can't get out of bed sometimes because there's so much hate, a deep hatred for certain things is a secret, deep love for a lot of things. And I want to connect that also to the idea, the Jungian philosophy, Carl Jung with a J. Interesting. You must do your shadow work. You have to know the thoughts that you keep in the back of your mind, the fears and your negative thoughts, and be aware of them, because what you run from is what you become, or something like that. So do that shadow work, because you will know more about yourself. But hey, sometimes if you can't find that change, I don't condone the use of drugs or any illicit substances, but as a educational fact that there's this thing called psychedelics. Dimethyltryptamine, DMT, acid, shrooms. I guess nicotine counts, I zone out more. Weed, they're not to be abused. The peoples of this land and many around the world have used them as medicine up until recently, where you could just get it in mass, and the feeling of euphoria, these trips are being over consumed, and you could ruin yourself. A lot of people will have said that it took them one trip to realize they don't need it, or it's too late and they keep indulging into that euphoric feeling and trying to know more. I mean, yeah, I guess you can become a psychonaut on mushrooms. Myconaut. Or psychonaut on like acid, but it can ruin your life if not handled well or in the right circumstances of environment. I did hear from a friend one time. Friend. He was smoking weed in the back of his uncle's truck on a hunting trip, or he uh, hit someone's pen, and just all the dots were connected. As a slight guide, I'm not a well known or even at all known the use of other psychedelics or anything or the experiences of. Again, I do not condone. This is just educational, but that these are medicines to be respected. If you don't respect them, shit's gonna come for your ass. There are bad drugs out there like allergy meds. What's it called? The pink ones. I don't remember. The pink ones. They not only do they give you Alzheimer's, they increase your risk of Alzheimer's, but they give you bad trips. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Or even Datira, another natural medicine, is shown in like records of previous generations of down south Datira that parents would give it to their kids if they were being no good. It's like, oh, you disrespected the elder. How the hell can you do that? They rub their hand on the seed and just fucking bloop. They're like, the kid's like, I've seen the horrors of hell. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. I know I read that somewhere. I don't know why I'd make that up. But that fact of psychedelics is it can open the door for you to make the changes in your life that you need to on the way you think or connect things in the real world. Such as when I was my friend my friend was connecting the dots that what he was going for in a career field that he realized it wasn't beneficial to his real life. He would be working under another person instead of working for himself. That's pretty interesting because we're Indian, and I'm sure, not even I'm sure, I know in most religions you are working for yourself. You can be like a seer of sorts to bring messages down to the folks in your valley or back to your village, up on the highest mountain, be a monk, fast for 33 days, what not? A 49-day divine vacation, whatever kind. And that really, it's interesting. And also, as well, you don't need drugs to really get those thoughts and really know yourself. Practice. As long as you're doing better than you did yesterday. That's the good change, is doing better than you did yesterday. And that's the thing about change, is making those changes that are not only beneficial to yourself but to your community, to make your community a safer, better place if it already wasn't. Or changing words and terms that people have used, and realizing that the words you use in conversation have really dark undertone. When you speak to other people, it's like these two different languages that you're speaking, and it just doesn't seem right to use it outside of your own vocabulary, so you have to change. But it doesn't mean lie. Don't lie. Not to yourself and not to others. Change without the lie, without the bullshit. Change for the good of yourself. If that means you have to let go of some people, just gotta let go. Just fucking drinking buddies, that's crazy. Smoking buddies, that's crazy. Acid buddies, that's crazy. Seen some bullshit on fucking kitchen cells. It was Took shrooms with my roommate. Now I have maternal instincts towards him. Onions and bread or some bullshit. You could find that somewhere on the internet. I might put it over here. I'm already leaning over here. I have to. I have to now. I'm gonna go look for the screenshot. I'm gonna work for that because art is beautiful. Don't forget to change. If you don't realize you're stuck in your own ways and you don't realize what the fuck am I doing with my life? What is going on here? It's just the same thing of filling yourself with distractions, eating slop, a minimal amount of sleep or food. I mean, that's like the same thing, slop and minimal food. Not being physically active and indulging in desires that aren't beneficial towards you or do harm others, like crime or substance abuse. I guess substance abuse, the four other things that fall under distractions. You're distracting yourself from yourself. Take time to know yourself so you can make the changes. Don't be afraid of yourself. If you have scary memories, I think I did go over this. I know I went over this before. Some have a hard time doing that. I don't blame you. The things that have happened to you, I hope you can find forgiveness yourself or something. Someone that can empathize, sympathize, or people that believe in you and for your efforts to change in a healthy way and that don't hurt you or others around you in this mad world. Shit happens. It's real. There's abuse, physical and what's it called? Like psychological abuse to other people. There's the physical harm to other people. There's you can't decide other people's fates and kill them. That's wrong. I had to fix my chew. You can't do that. Your time comes when your time comes. But also as well, I believe in your change for the good. Whether it was wrong or right to you, or wrong is harm done to you in the psychological or physical senses, and right would be in a way that doesn't hinder you. The harm and the harm of the psychological or physical can hinder your growth and make you inept to adapting and changing. And that's what's hard with the world, but it makes the world the world. If it was perfect all the time. Steven Universe quote here. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. We wouldn't have a lot of people up on the stage. We wouldn't have a lot of artists with beautiful art. Van Gogh, chopped his ear off. No, my favorite Kendrick Lamar unreleased song is Prayer. If Carl Benz was a, if you knew Carl Benz was a racist, would you be driving cars? That's kind of a material wealth attachment, but it's the it's the thought that counts. Okay. If you knew Michael Jackson was a, I don't remember what he said, like a rapist or Chimo or something like that, would you still listen to his music? Because this was supposed to be on the album Mr. Moran, The Big Steppers. If you knew Kendrick Lamar was as lustful as he was and whatnot, would you still listen to his music? Still do. And he put out his thoughts. And it's, you hold up that mirror. Hold up that mirror to yourself. What have I become? Who have I become? Do I even know who I am? That's why you make the change. To your environment as much as you can. To what you can change. Only you, the observer, the person that manipulates your body, can only change that. I don't own anything in my room, but it's good to keep it kept and whatnot as best as I can. We're all doing our best. And if you're not, make the change and do your best. I feel like it's a good spot to end it on. So thank you for listening and and being a human being, not a human doing. As a quote from Doobie and Gooby, his neighbor, told him that. I seen it because he's retired. He's an old guy. He's retired, whatnot. And so the guy was like, I was sitting there up on my lawn, and this person asked me, "What are you doing?" He said, "What am I doing?" He's like, "Yeah, what are you doing? What do you do?" I feel like, what do you do? I'm gonna ramble on. It's not rambling. It's coherent still. He says, "What do you do?" He says, "I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nothing." And the guy's like, "Well, you got to be doing something." He says, "Well, I'm doing nothing." He's like, "Well, what do you got to be doing?" He said, "I'm a human being, not a human doing." Beautiful quote. Beautiful. If it takes you a while to realize that you should just be sometimes with the moment. I'm not trying to take you out of the moment and realize, like, damn, my room smell like mold because I got like 10 different cups of just shit. Like old sodas and old McDonald's. That's fucking gross. My chest just hurt right now from that. What was I getting into? Oh, what do you do? That's such an invasive, dumb question. Place hierarchy or status upon somebody else. Because we're just human beings. We're like the rest of the animals. We're like the rest of the consciousness of this plane of existence. It's insane. And it's beautiful in that own way. I had a thought, and then I forgot. Dr. Seuss right here. Actually, rapper right here. I want to get back to that. I liked it because it was right there. Anyways, PSA guys. If you get silly, wrap your willy. I got these for free at the Indian Health Services. Because if you're gonna get silly, wrap your willy. It's easy. My mom was telling me that 98% of things are protected, but some do fail at the 2% mark. That's pretty insane, but that means it's higher, reducing your risk of sexually transmitted infections. Wow, insane idea, I know, right? Don't have to get herpes or HIV or AIDS. Severely reduces your risk. And don't listen to the people that say, but if you do, the condom is already for that. Blah, blah. That's bullshit. That's just people influencing you. If anything, your brain knows how to fuck. You know how to fuck. We're animals. But it doesn't mean doing crazy shit like seals or dolphins. Be rational. Think twice. Don't harm other people. And don't harm yourself. With that being said, I hope you've changed. And made the change to wrap your willy before you get silly. And continue to change with time because nothing ever stays the same. If it does, it's stubborn. Rocks erode, plants die and grow, trees sleep in the fall, frogs grow from eggs to regular frogs. So, welcome to Earth, Pollywog. Mahalo.